How's it going, everybody? Mesmer here. So, yeah, the Elden Ring DLC is finally out, and it's quite possibly some of the most fun I've already had. Sure, I haven't really gotten too far into it. Hell, I've only basically reached, like, the first boss fight so far, but honestly, I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm playing it on New Game Plus 7, so that's probably why I'm getting my kicked so much, but hey, I know it's at least possible to beat the first boss with very minimal setup, but, you know, you get the point. Effectively, what I'm trying to say here is that it's a great DLC, and I absolutely fucking love it. But apparently, Mr. Expert Review Zone, you know, the same man that apparently can't seem to properly lift up a fucking Steam Deck without seeming to exert every single one of his fucking muscles.
It's so bulky, and already I can feel it's pretty hefty.
Apparently, doesn't really think so, as he's now made like 2 different videos that are basically titled the exact same fucking thing within the span of like 3 days of one another, and apparently also uploaded a video titled, "Why I Cheated on My Japanese Wife?" Oh, what? What the fuck? But of course, Expert Review Zone, or as I like to call him, Doofus Review Zone, apparently doesn't really seem to enjoy the new Elden Ring DLC, and we're going to be taking a look at certain parts of both of his reviews here. Well, mainly his earlier review and segments of his later review that kind of refute what he states within his like first review here, because honestly, they're just both extremely fucking pathetic. So without any further ado, let us sit back, relax, grab some popcorn, and I guess let's just dive right in.
Hello, welcome back to a new video. So today we have to talk about Elden Ring DLC. Shadow of the Erdtree is coming out very soon, and
well, I'm glad to see that your failure in terms of basic English fucking grammar even seems to fail within your own scripts. I'm glad to fucking see that. Holy shit, this is gonna piss me off, isn't it?
And I've actually had the fortunate pleasure of being able to have early access to the game, and I was able to play it before everyone else, and I've played over 110 hours so far.
Well, let me just quickly stop you right there, because that is automatically bullshit. Mind you, literally within the introduction of, like, his next review, he quite literally states that he only played it for, like, a couple of hours. So this man is just straight up lying through his fucking teeth right here. In fact, if you don't believe, allow me to just quickly play that segment of his, you know, most recent video that is basically titled the exact same thing, except minus the very disappointing part of it.
Hello, welcome back to a new video. So I've been playing the new Shadow of the Erdtree DLC for Elden Ring, and I have some thoughts about it. Not very good thoughts. The DLC is kind of bland, boring, and lacking in a certain kind of luster, and it's kind of rubbish as DLC goes. So I've been playing for a few hours now. I beat a few of the bosses.
Now, is it entirely possible that that could be a recording of him when he actually first got the game? Entirely possible, but I highly doubt that this man even has the reputation for Bandai Namco to even really give a shit about his opinion enough to actually send him an early access review copy. Because, well, let's put it this way, his channel is barely even making it. He has 15.4 thousand subscribers, and like his most recent videos are like making like double-digit views. And the only videos that are actually making it are the ones where he's just basically acting like a fucking moron, and those are only getting like 1,000 views. Nobody gives a flying fuck what this man has to say unless he's saying something stupid, which I guess is kind of the grift here.
On the new DLC, and I have to say, so far, the experience I've had with this DLC has been kind of disappointing and lacking in a certain kind of luster that I was.
Can I just simply say, I fucking hate this guy's accent. I hate his weird fucking catchphrase of lacking in a certain kind of luster. Go to fucking hell, dude.
Wasn't quite expecting. So as you probably know, I am a massive fan of Elden Ring when it came out in 2022.
No, you very much were not, because even before the fucking game came out, you made an entire video stating that you apparently got early access to the game and that it absolutely sucked ass. And then when it came out, you stated that it sucked ass. And then with every other Souls game, you stated that it sucked ass. And it was looking at a certain kind of, you know, I'm not even gonna fucking repeat it. Like, dude, you cannot lie to us like this. Literally, whenever anything that everybody seems to enjoy comes out, you have to make a video basically stating that it looks a certain kind of luster. And, you know, that's the only thing that actually manages to net you views, is when you act like a moron. Is this really the legacy that you want to be known for? The guy that basically lies through his fucking teeth and acts like a fucking moron whenever anything anything popular comes out?
I played it so much, and I have over 444 hours played on Elden Ring.
Jesus Christ, those are rookie numbers, buddy. Hang on, let me pull out my numbers here. Those are rookie numbers, buddy. I'm beating you by 20.
I have multiple new game pluses, and I beat the game multiple times, and I'm like level 242.
You've played for 440 something hours and you're only at like level 200? Really? I'm like at level like 600, dude. Come on.
So I thought when DLC would come out, my character, who is level 242, I thought I would be able to destroy this DLC when it comes out with my ultimate overpowered character. Unfortunately, that hasn't quite been the case.
Yeah, you and literally everybody else, buddy. Literally, from what I've seen, whenever, like, a new DLC for any Souls game comes out, people usually go in with, like, their most powerful characters and they think, yeah, I can take it. And then they get fucking steamrolled within, like, the first fucking area. And wouldn't you believe it? But that's kind of what happened to me. Hell, you're probably seeing some of that in the gameplay, where I'm getting steamrolled by some of the most basic fucking enemies. The fucking DLC is no joke. You can never be over-leveled when it actually comes to any kind of Souls game DLC from what I've seen, and Shadow of the Erdtree is really no fucking different. Like, this is my first real foray into any Souls game here, my first real foray into any Souls DLC, and Jesus fucking Christ, I'm learning very quickly that I definitely need to learn a lot more.
The Elden Ring DLC Shadow of the Erdtree is stupidly difficult, and I'm not saying it's like difficult in a fun, challenging way. It's like a Souls game, and obviously it's going to be difficult and challenging. That's what makes it fun. It's not like that. It's not fun. It's difficult in a really stupidly annoying way and frustrating way, to the point where I actually want to smash my girlfriend's phone into the wall.
Perhaps you should have spent that $40 on a anger management class, or really just therapy, if you genuinely get so angry at a fucking video game thrashing your ass around repeatedly to the point where you feel like smashing your own girlfriend's phone for no other reason. Like, are you okay, dude? Like, do we need to send some help? That sounds like a not very healthy relationship, if I'm gonna be completely honest. Like, I just feel like there's more things that are probably more worth your time and money than playing a game that you're obviously going to suck at and that you're going to complain about sucking at.
So basically, if you didn't like aspects of Elden Ring, or if you just didn't like Elden Ring at all, then you're not really going to like the DLC. All of the problems that the base game had, like clunky mechanics, slow movement, annoyingly stupid bosses that take ages to defeat, and the only way to defeat them is not through skill, it's through memorization of their attack patterns. Once you've memorized their attack patterns, all of the bosses are a cakewalk.
Oh boy, there is a lot to unpack here. First of all, what the fuck did you expect from a DLC of Elden Ring? Did you suddenly expect the game to suddenly change into fucking Sekiro or some shit? Were you expecting Metal Gear Rising or something like that coming out of the fucking Shadow Realm? No, of course it's gonna be more Elden Ring, you moron! Come on! You're basically stating, hey, the DLC is bad because it's more Elden Ring. No shit. In other news, the sky is fucking blue most of the time. Second of all, everything that you just stated right there, clunky mechanics and slow movement, I kind of find that to be, well, once again, a major skill issue on your part, because I've played Elden Ring for a good amount of time, and the only clunkiness largely comes from whether or not you suck ass at the game. And then, of course, stupidly annoying bosses that take ages to defeat, unless you're literally using unleveled weapons and a level 1 character against fucking Radagon of the Golden Order, then I highly doubt that it's taking ages for you to defeat any kind of boss, unless you just, once again, suck ass. I mean, hell, I'm just gonna state it right now. The first boss of the Shadow Realm here, I managed to get it down to like phase 3 or something like that on my New Game Plus 7 run I'm currently on, which is my first run of the DLC, funnily enough. I managed to get it to phase 3 within the span of like 30 seconds. So I can already call your bluff on that one and just simply state, you're fucking making shit up again. And of course, to finally wrap it all off, he says, oh, there's no skill involved, it just requires, you know, memorizing patterns. Well, yes, that is in fact part of it. You also have to memorize timing. You also have to work on actually managing to trade hits properly. You have to actually work on a lot of other things. Wouldn't you believe it? But you stating that all of those things are not skills doesn't make them any less of skills, you fuckwit.
It's not difficult, it's just a matter of memorizing what they do and then just cakewalking them.
So basically what you're stating right now is that you apparently suck ass at pattern recognition. Congratulations, you lack a skill.
So they've added a bunch of new stuff to the DLC, but it's not really new stuff in the sense that it's new to the game, like new mechanics or new way to play the game. It's just basically more of the same stuff that was already in the base game. So you've got...
Well, once again, I already have to call your bluff on that one. You're basically proving that you actually did not get any kind of pre-order, and you're just making shit up again in order to just try and stir up controversy, which is, well, probably, once again, his main MO here. Allow me to just quickly point out here, first of all, again, what the hell did you expect it to suddenly change games into, like, I don't know, Devil May Cry or something? Fuck off, dude. But also, second of all, let me just point something out here. There are, in fact, a couple new mechanics. There's, like, the new tree fragments or whatever the hell. There's, like, the whole new storyline involving Mikola. There's a whole bunch of new shit that, mind you, is only exclusive to the Shadow Realm, but there's still new enough mechanics to still blend in perfectly well with the old mechanics that you still have to keep an eye on. But, of course, this man will never really properly accept that because, well, he's just really stupid.
Like, I don't know, 100 new weapons, dozens of new Ashes of War, dozens of new armor sets, dozens of new weapon classes, but they're basically just the same as the stuff you've already experienced in the base game, just with like a different skin or different movement or like a different variation of fire, lightning, cold, frost, poison, whatever kind of magical element there is.
Wow, congratulations. You're basically pointing out that this is literally a DLC that expands on pre-existing things. Again, do you want a fucking cookie? Why are you complaining about the fact that a DLC is a DLC?
Just different variants mixed and matched to create this new Ash of War, or new spells, or new skills, or new weapons that are just like a combination of the old stuff and then rehashed into something that's supposed to be new. And the same can be said about the bosses, really. So there's new bosses, but they basically are just like the old bosses in the previous base game.
Well, once again, I already have to call your bullshit on that one, because the first boss is like nothing I've ever fucking seen. What is this thing? What do I call it? Who is this thing? Why is it terrifying?
But they act and move in different ways. They've got cool new art designs, but it's really just the same kind of mechanics where they'll do a bunch of attacks, they'll just obliterate you in the beginning because you won't really know what's coming, but once you've memorized the attack patterns, you can just easily dodge and roll out of the way.
Wow, congratulations! You're complaining about the fact that a game like Elden Ring, like a Souls game, requires you to train a skill in order for you to actually be able to beat something. Again, why are you bitching about this?
Next, we have to talk about the new map. So in Shadow of the Erdtree, you enter this Shadow Realm, and as you can imagine, it's a very dark land full of shadows, and it just looks kind of drab and dreary. And
once again, already have to call your bullshit on that one, because this is the opening fucking area! Oh my god! Are you actually just... You are not fooling a single soul in this one! Like, did you really make this video thinking that the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC wasn't coming out literally the next fucking day and that your bluff would be called? Holy shit, dude! The amount of lying here is absolutely insane! This is ridiculous! I don't even think I need to take a look at any more of this. He's just proven the fact that he just hasn't even actually played the fucking DLC here. And the only time which he has is, of course, his more recent one, where it's using fucking Bandicam footage. But yeah, we're just gonna end off the video right there. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please consider leaving a like, that's very well appreciated. Leave a comment down below what you thought about the video, what you want me to talk about next, and also subscribe to the channel if you're new and you want to see more content such as this. Also, go ahead and follow me on Twitter, and join the Discord server down below if you feel like doing so. And yeah, anyways guys, this has been Sandy, and have yourselves a nice day.